Disclaimer. Portrayed characters in story are fictional, the idol's name and face is just used, but they are not like whatever is portrayed in this FF, so don't go and hate on any idol in reality. Thank you. YN's POV.
I have no idea what I should do in my life. Whenever I see other girls with their dads, I can't help but miss mine. But talking about my dad, he left me when I was only 12 years old. The worst part is that he took his own life because of my so-called mom. I feel a deep sense of shame when I think about calling her my mom. My dad's only mistake was falling in love with a gold digger, someone who cared more about money than about him or our family. It's hard to comprehend how someone could be so selfish and hurtful.
Author's POV. In the living room, YN was sitting on the couch and was lost in her thoughts. Her mother and her stepfather came in. Jessica, Mom, baby, look at this slut sitting here doing nothing. John goes near her and grabs her by her arm, harshly, and pushed her onto the floor. John, stepfather, you little slut, who will do the house chores? He yells and YN flinches. He grabs her hair and whispers, so that only she would be the only one to hear what he said. John, you have all grown up, huh? Such a sexy body. How can I control myself in front of you? Jessica, honey, what are you doing with this whore? John, nothing, baby. You bitch, go into your room. Time goes by. It was around 8 p.m., and YN didn't even go downstairs to have dinner. She was laying on her bed after she had done all the house chores. Meanwhile, her stepfather came into her room while being all drunk. She was so scared and didn't know what to do. She freeze. John, you have such a hot body that makes me want to fuck you all day and night. She started to take steps back as he started to move toward YNS. Stop, don't come near me. He didn't listen and continued to go near her. She hits the wall behind her as tears started tickling down her cheeks. He started to touch her thighs. John, not today, baby girl. YNN, no, please, let me go. YN pushes him and takes a knife that was on the table near her and pointed it at him. YN, you better stop. John, you little brat, you thought you will be escaped by showing me this knife? You can't even hold it properly. He got up and pinned YN against the wall while kissing her neck harshly. YN, stop. She yells. YN, I told you to fucking stop. She pushed him and he fell on the floor, and this time she got on top of him. YN, I gave you a few warnings, you didn't take me seriously, now suffer, you bloody fucker. She completely lost control of herself. She takes the knife that was on the floor and stabs him multiple times. YN, I told you not to mess with me. YN, you touch me with these freaky hands, right? Now see what I will do to it. She talks to the dead body. Then she cut off his hand while completely destroying his face and his fingers. Then she comes back to her senses. YND, did I do that? She said while grabbing her hairs. YNN, no, this can't be true. I didn't. She looks at her clothes, which were emerged with blood. She goes to a corner and sits on the floor while grabbing her knees and started to cry. Suddenly she stops crying and started to rock back and forth while laughing. YN, I need to get out of this house, finally I'm free.